In this CAD clip, we're going to have a look at some of the out-of-the-box sample files that come with our Revit 2014. Once again, we have the combined suite with structural, architectural, mechanical, and everything in here. So if you hit open on here, it just automatically goes into kind of like the last place you were looking at. You can also use your favorites over here where you can add some places in here where you can track to a folder and then say add this to here, and it'll just show up on this list, and you can drag these around and move them to different locations, etc. Um, but I'm going to hit cancel on there. Do you want to save changes? No, to that setup. You can also go up here to the application pull down and you can hit new or hover over it, or you can hover over here and say open a project, open a family, open a Revit file, opens any Revit file type, so either one depending. Um, the building component ADSK, so the civil files and the Autodesk files that get exported, an IFC file, and down here we have sample files. These are the out of the box files. So if you hit samples on here, and then inside of here, you can see if you click on here, you'll get a quick thumbnail, and you can just use your arrow key to kind of work your way through here. So I thought we'd have just a quick look inside of here, and then maybe have a look at the browser and stuff like that as we're learning to kind of move around here in Revit. So you'll notice it's RAC Revit Architecture, RME Revit Mechanical, RST Revit Structure, Technical School Current, which is an extra file, an architectural link that gets used with these other files in some of the sample tutorials. So I'm going to go to the Revit Structure Advanced Sample. Now look, there's families as well as project. You see the .rfa? RFA are family files, RVT are the project files. So Advanced Sample Project Structure, and hit open, and it'll open that file up. Once it opens up, we'll have a quick look in the project browser. On the left hand side, I have it situated where we can kind of browse through some of the views. So just kind of take a minute to get familiar. In this case, this project is set to start up in the last view. So if you do go to manage on the top and you look over here under manage project, if you click on here, it says starting view. If you click on there, you can actually set which view, I'll just move this up, which view opens by default every time. Right now it's set to be the last view that was used when the project was closed. But you can create a drafting view that says, welcome to the project, and, give some kind of a bulletin board type information or any particular view you want. So you can set that right here under project, manage project, the starting view. So inside of here we have our project browser over here, and you can see it's organized by structural plans, 3D views, elevations, building elevations, framing elevations, and then building sections, and you'll have different type of wall sections as well. Detailed drafting views, so you can hit the plus on any one of these and open it up, and then if you double click, I won't do it right now, on one of these views, it'll open up that view. As you add different view types, it'll create new kind of folders here as you go down. Again, we can hit the minus on all of these. So we have the views, we have legends, schedules, sheets, which is where we print. Then we have all of our families, which are like AutoCAD blocks. Then we have groups, which are also kind of like AutoCAD blocks. And then we have any links that are in here. Okay, it has a link it's looking for. Technical School Current. Looks like it's missing. Let's go to Manage over here and Manage Links right here, of course. And it needs to be reloaded, so I could go in here and say reload from, and then I could go to that file and pick on here, bring that back in. Not sure what it's going to do, to be honest, but I thought I'd try it anyway. So let's see. Oh, loads it up. Hit OK. let's see if anything shows up. Oh, there it is. Click out. Okay. So kind of an architectural link that's put on there. You can hover over there. Interesting. Manage links. It's in there as an overlay. I'm just going to unload it for now. And go back to here. So back to our structural. So we have our different organization of this project browser. Okay, and we can organize that in different ways. If you go under View and you go over here to User Interface and you go to Browser Organization, okay, this is where you see it set inside of here. It's currently set to show all. So all is kind of divided up a certain way, but you can also say organize this basically by discipline or by phase or by type discipline or all the views that are not on sheets, and you can also go into here and create some filters and stuff like that. So I'm not going to get into too much detail here. I'm going to leave this as is. In fact, I'll hit cancel. But as we start to get familiar with our project browser here to go in and look at our views, okay, we'll double click, look, 01 entry level AM. I'm not sure what the AM is, but let's have a look. Double click, opens up a floor plan entry level. We can kind of zoom in. It looks like we can see some pile caps and some concrete columns. And then this one is probably just looks like it's raised up a little bit above the slab. Second floor will probably be showing us the columns and the slab edges. Okay, concrete columns in this case, or concrete beams, I should say. And then the AM is, I don't know if that's, not exactly sure what that is. Oh, it's analytical model. Now I got it. So it has the analytical model turned on, which is an interesting concept, and you can see that's the analytical beam, analytical column, and there's the green and the red represents the start and end. So the start and end is the red and green. So that's the analytical model of each floor, which is kind of nice, and that's just the visibility graphics set up where the beam itself is turned off and then the analytical model is turned on. Okay, do we have a 3D analytical model? Yes, we do. So we have our normal 3D view, and then we have a 3D analytical model version, okay, which shows us all of the surfaces and planes and everything analytical style. Very nice. Okay.